Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Asatruman Show. My name is Patrick. I am your host and your guide. Excuse me. With this here, we will be continuing this week with the reading from the Havamal. Going through and starting at verse 20 this time around. With this, and we will be then discussing what each verse means to me. Again, with this here, same as the previous ones, with how you feel about it. If you feel I'm interpreting it wrong, please message me. There is multiple different ways of getting a hold of me. There is the YouTube messaging just down below here. There is also Twitter, going with the @Asatruman1. That will get a hold of me. And if you wish to go with the old school email, you have asatruman777@gmail.com. Okay, and we will be starting now with verse 20. A greedy person eats until he makes himself sick. If he sits with those that are wise, they will just make fun of him. With this here, this is pretty self-explanatory. And this is also going with ones that we read last week. Saying with this, a greedy person, he's going to eat until he's sick. You don't just eat your share, you just keep going until you're throwing up. Any people who are wise, who actually understand what's going on, they're going to be sitting there pointing and laughing at his ass. Verse 21. The herds know when they have stayed long enough. The foolish will overstay their welcome. This is stating where, even the cows, the goats going on there, they know when they've overstayed their welcome. With a person, they need to also understand this. As how I always heard it growing up, fish and visitors start stinking after 3 days. With this, usually about 3 to 4 days is the longest that any guest should be staying with a person. If not, then start looking for someplace else to reside or start heading back for their own home. Okay, verse 22. An evil, small-minded person will only see flaws in everything, not seeing his own flaws. I will admit, I have known actually several people like this. I'm sure most of everyone else does. The ones that will always go through and just start nitpicking everything everyone else does and, just trying to show off with everyone else that, oh, I am perfect. Okay, I admit, I am not perfect. Okay, this is why I tell people in every episode, if you think I'm doing wrong, please tell me. I want to discuss this with you. Okay. Verse 23. A stupid person will lay awake at night thinking of all their problems. They are tired when morning comes and their problems still exist. Again, pretty self-explanatory statement with this one. The person that just is not thinking ahead or not thinking at all is going to lay there and just worry and ruminate, about all their problems, worrying about, bills that are there that, they don't have the money to pay, all kinds of problems, troubles at work, worrying about it. They're going to just sit there and worry about that, lay awake all night, and then they're just going to be tired the next morning and, just usually make things worse. Verse 24. A foolish person thinks that all who laugh with them are friends. If others mock them behind their backs, they will never know. With this here, a foolish person, is going to think that every person that is, laughing along with them is going to be their friend. Hey, they think I'm funny. No, most of the time with things of that nature, they're laughing at you, not with you. And that's what this is saying. When the person is laughing behind their back, they're not going to realize it. Verse 25 on here. A foolish person thinks that all that laugh with them are friends, but he will see who your friends are when he goes to court. Okay, again, it's half repeating again what was in the last verse. Okay, the person that sees everyone that's friends, that's laughing with them, laughs at all their jokes, goes pals around with them, thinking all of them are friends. But you're not actually going to know who your actual friends are until something bad happens. When something happens where you're going to have to go to court, you're having to face officials, something there where you're going to have people that's going to be backing you and actually speak in your defense. When that happens, that's when you know who your friends are, who your kin are, who your tribe is. That's when that happens. Verse 26. A stupid person thinks he knows all, but when asked about certain things, it will be discovered they know little. Again, probably everyone has known the quote-unquote know-it-all. The ones that think that they know everything, that they just dismiss anybody who questions them on something. Usually if you start really drilling them down and trying to find out what's up with them, you're going to find out they don't know near what they do. Okay. With this, again, with these things, I try not to be this person. If someone feels that I don't, I am not interpreting right, that I don't know what I'm talking about, I will, go with them and ask them, okay, what am I doing wrong? What is happening? With this here, I don't know what's going on. Evidently I don't know. Okay, tell me. Show me where my flaw is. Okay. Verse 27 here. A stupid person should not talk when with a group. The less they talk, no one will notice they know nothing. And if they talk to like-minded people, it is safe. Again, with this here, it's a complex and not really worded fully logically in this one. With this, stupid people, should not, be talking in the middle of things that they don't know about. That's what it's saying here. If a discussion is going on, and it's talking about something that you don't know that much about, keep quiet, listen, learn. If you start trying to make statements about it that you don't know if it's actually true or not, it's going to be found out. With this here, this is where a lot of people start referring to, of armchair lawyers. Where people will be sitting at home, oh, well, I would have done this. Yes, I'm sure you would have. There's probably a reason that the lawyer in that didn't do it. With this here, we may not know what it is, but pretty sure there's a reason. Okay, and again with this, and if they're speaking with like-minded people, they are probably safe. Yes, okay, groups of people where they don't know what they're talking about, they will congregate together and they will all, try to make each other look smart, feel smart, and look smart. Verse 28. A smart person will ask questions and answer them as well. No one can keep something from getting out once it is spoken to others. Again, with this, a person that is smart, a person that is actually thinking, when they're actually in a group and they don't understand what's going on, they will ask pertinent questions. They will go, okay, what is with this? Why is this happening? And well, shouldn't this be happening? No. Why is this happening? What is causing this to happen? These are the pertinent questions that the smart person is going to ask, the one that's actually wanting to learn. And with this here, with the second part of this, no one can keep something from getting out once it is spoken. This is true. The modern interpretation of it, once you put it on the internet, it's always there. Same with this. Once you've actually spoken something, you can't take it back. And that is sadly very true with this here. Once you have actually made a statement against somebody, especially, it will get back to them, and, they will always know that you badmouth them. Okay, so with this here, main thing is saying, ask pertinent questions, but otherwise, don't talk, listen. The less talk, more listen. It's the main thing that you can pull from most of the statements in the Havamal here. Verse 29. A person that talks and never listens is bound to mess up. A ready tongue, if not controlled, will cause you harm. Again, with that same thing I was just saying. Less talk, more listen. If you are always talking and always jabbering, never actually listening, never trying to learn, you're going to screw up eventually. And with this, a ready tongue, if you are not even in control of your own tongue, it's going to bite you in the butt. And that is our 9 verses for this particular week. We will continue next week with us here. Now, a lot of these this week around, again, like I was saying, most thing I was talking about was less talk, more listen. And I think everyone can actually walk away and find those are wise words and can actually walk away with good information there. And with this here, again, if you feel I have interpreted it wrong, if you feel you have some other interpretation and want to share it, please do so. I have multiple different ways of getting a hold of me. Again, with the actual messenger, YouTube Messenger right below this here. You can actually message me through that. I keep an eye on it just about all week. With this here, you can also get a hold of me on Twitter at Asatruman1. If you want to go old school, there's email with the Asatruman777 at gmail.com. I also, on this nowadays, I have Instagram that I have been posting a few notes and pictures to at Asatruman777. And with this here, I do apologize about this not going out on Thursday. I had several big personal things happen and come up that I had to take care of. And with this here, this is something also. If you promise something to somebody else, try and do it. With and with other things, you sometimes have to prioritize and have to actually put off some things that you did promise, but also try to get word out, try to apologize for it, and try not to do it again. Hopefully, this will be going out again on a regular of Thursdays after this. In fact, actually, one thing I've been thinking about doing is shifting this to Wednesday nights, so it can be actually a little bit more consistent with me actually getting the word out. If you would like it more on Wednesdays, please let me know on here. And with this, this will be our parting for right now. Peace. May the holy powers bless you. And may the ancestors bring you all the luck in the world. Peace.